Oh no. Oh, you see me? You see me? Oh yeah. I see you. You know what? Back with another stack. You know what time it is? It's comic time. That's right. Welcome, 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 welcome. So what do we got over here? Huh? Got a good deal on this one. Batman Spawn #1. DC Image Comics. This one, February of this year. This is the Greg Capullo cover, I believe. The black, the glow-in-the-dark variant. 9.0, yeah, I know. It's got little problems in the back, but it's okay. It's all good. I like it. I love this cover. This cover is fantastic. You know, like I said before, you know, this meeting, again, Batman Spawn number, this is actually the second one, the second part. I don't want to say the second part, but this is the second time that they're meeting. First time was back in the, I guess in the late 90s, right? And then this one, of course, is here. But a lot of people don't realize is that this story already had existed. The artwork already had existed. This particular story, all this artwork had existed, maybe like 2 or 3 years, 4 years after the original, right? So I don't know what happened, and a lot of time has passed, and maybe because Jim Lee, you know, is part of the DC, you know, the publisher, you know, COO or CEO, whatever, and of course, if, you know, his friends, Todd McFarlane and everybody, Image, whatever. Anyway, I guess it made it happen again. But I remember when they announced this last year, they had said this was probably in September, October. It was this December, Batman Spawn 2, blah 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 blah. but you know, it wasn't as impactful and as exciting as the first time around, right? And I love it. I haven't read it yet, but the artwork is fantastic. I love it. There's some other artwork out there that they didn't use, which was surprising to me because they should have used it. So beautiful. But anyway, this artwork, of course, oh man, I love it. Look at that. And it's, supposedly it glows in the dark. And I put out. But I got a really good deal on this, so I said, you know what? I gotta get it because this artwork is just so awesome. Fantastic. I love it. Okay, so I got that one. I'm going to show a couple slabs today. Okay, here's one of my favorite covers. Witchblade #3 out of 9.6. Mr. Michael Turner, back in the day. 1996, March. Image, Top Cow. Of course, the Witchblade, wonderful story. Ancient artifact. Gives the powers to the person who wields it, right? And predominantly there were females who used this this weapon or this artifact. Such a case as Sarah Pazzini, I believe a police officer either in Los Angeles or Chicago, but anyway, follows her adventures. But look at this beautiful cover. Beautiful. I love this cover. Mr. Michael Turner. This is one of my favorite covers of the series, #3. So yeah, I saw it at an auction, got really, really cheap. And I said, you know what, I'm going to take it. I love it. Fantastic. Witchblade #3 out of 9.6. And then this one.
Yes, comics. Let's see what this guy has before he gets home. I can't use my little arms. Hey, don't sneak up on a guy like that. I'll bite your head off, man. Well, now that you're here, you like this show, huh? You like it, huh? You like it, yes. Well, like and subscribe, eh? Like and subscribe. Back to comics.
I have these. All of these I have. I have these, right? This was an American Entertainment exclusive. I don't know if they're still around or not. This was the Origin Special. And I remember when Witchblade, when it was first coming out, and they were saying that it was about to come out, this artwork was like the first time that they, I guess, they used it, or they had it, or they drew it, but this was Michael Turner's art. And look at how beautiful this is. Just, man, look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. 9.6 white pages, right? Just awesome, just gorgeous, beautiful. I've always liked that cover, and I remember when they showed this actual picture in promotions. I go, man, I have to have it. And then when American Entertainment came out with this on the website, I said, yeah, I gotta take it. Website or catalog, I don't remember. But anyway, I got it. Love it. 9.6. This came out in October of 97. Whoa. Isn't that crazy? I love it. Of course, artwork by Mr. Michael Turner. And I believe some of the interior, Mark Silvestri. But fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. All right. I have a couple of trades also here that I wanted to show. Right. Let me show you this one right here. Right over here. This was a very important one for me. Very important. Very important. Let me get this down over here. All right. Okay. This one, of course. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns by Mr. Frank Miller with Klaus Johnson and Lynn Varley. Introduction by Alan Moore. This was one of the original trade paperbacks. The year that this came out, in the I believe in the late 80s or early 90s. There was this one. There was a leather bound one. There was a bunch of different kinds. But I remember going to the mall on the north side of town. There was the Walden Books. Many of you out there probably don't even know what that is. But it was a bookstore. There was a couple of bookstores. It was called B. Dalton, Walden Books, stuff like that. But this was Walden Books. And every time I had gone in there as a kid, I always would see this one. And I would read it all the time, and that's how I got. That was my introduction to this. You know, I knew about Batman or whatever, but The Dark Knight Returns was like, of course, as everyone knows, you know, the game changer, the one that brought Batman to a whole other level, and written and drawn by Mr. Frank Miller, and of course, this is just such a great book. I got this at an auction, I believe, really, really cheap. But this was the one. This was the version that I read when I was a kid. And this is Frank Miller's artwork, right? Beautiful stuff. And of course, for a lot of people out there who don't know about this story or have read this story, this awesome story, Batman was out of the limelight. He, I guess, exiled himself or whatever for 10 years. Nobody knew or heard of him or anything until one day he comes back. There's a new threat in Gotham, right? And but Batman is an old man in his 60s now, and he is feeling it, right? He's feeling the. He's not a young guy anymore, right? He's feeling in his bones and his heart. But look at this page right here. This right here, look at this one. This should be agony, he says. I should be a mass of aching muscle, broken, spent, unable to move. And were an older man, I surely would. But I am a man of 30, of 20 again. The rain on my chest is a baptism. I'm born again. Oh, yes. Artistry and the writing. Oh man, highly recommend. Always. Anybody have it out there? Everybody out there hasn't read this? You're doing yourselves a disservice. This one has an introduction by Mr. Alan Moore. But that cover is fantastic. I love it. Look at that. Beautiful. Fantastic. Highly recommend. Highly. Oh, look at this man. Frank Miller was a younger dude. Probably the finest piece of comic art ever to be published in a popular edition. Stephen King. Okay, fantastic. But he should have said, this is fantastic. Well written. Awesome art. Buy it. And look at the old symbol of Warner Brothers. Warner Books. A Warner Communications Company. Cool, man. Okay. And I got this one too. That was the J. Scott Campbell run, right? I believe. No, J. Scott Campbell and John Arena. I think J. Scott Campbell had done a lot of the covers for this one. But anyway, I don't have too much to say. It was a good story. Blah, blah, blah. J. Michael Straczynski. Blah. Whatever. Good deal. But anyway, let's see here. Okay, I know I had shown these before. Batman Dark Knight, Dark City by Mr. Mike Mignola, but the artwork is so awesome, I just wanted to show it again, right? Beautiful, just awesome, great stuff, great story. The artwork in the interior is just awesome, I love it. Let me see here. Yes, of course, yes. Sikovich, and of course Todd McFarlane. These were the reprints or reissues that they did either this year or last year. I think it was last year. I wanted the foil one, never got it, but that's okay. I'll try to look for it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive some years back. And as you can tell, it's number 1, and it's very tiny. It's like an ash can, right? But they use the action figures, for the cover, and I believe they're trying to kind of mimic the first ever cover from Mirage Studios, right? But anyway, I love that cover. I love that book. I got this one really cheap. Look at that one, man. I remember getting down at the flea market for like $5 or $6. Masters of the Universe, number 12. Here lies He-Man. Look at that cover. Oh man! And of course, I think the one after this, it says "Here lies Skeletor." I think something like that. But anyway, but look at that. That is so cool. I love that book. I love it. Fantastic. Here's another one. Free Comic Book Day, The Amazing Spider-Man. That was worth some cash back in the day. I guess now not so much. But anyway, also there's a cover like that of Daredevil. I think it was an Amazing Spider-Man book. Amazing Spider-Man number 344, Eric Larson. 333, Eric Larson. I got these at the flea market. This one too. Ghost Rider. Robbie Ray is number 1. I don't know if this is a variant or whatever. I'm not sure.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching the greatest show on YouTube, El Comic Box. Back with another stack, and you know what time it is? It's comic time. Ho, ho, ho.